going to be showing you how to use Animoto. It is the alternative to Adobe Spark. So especially like if your teacher had problems with Adobe Spark last year, then Animoto is a good alternative, and it's just a really easy way to make quick videos. So even though you don't have an account yet, you'll click log in when you're on the Animoto website. And then you'll go to, I recommend signing in through Google. That's the easiest thing to do, and that way you can just be logged into your student email account. And then you'll click this, choose the account you want to log in through, and it will automatically log you in. So that way you don't have to create a whole separate password. So whenever you get to this page, you're going to click Create. Once you click Create, the one that I recommend choosing is Self-Introduction, because that is what you'll be doing. And you'll click Choose Template. And the first thing it's going to ask you to do is to upload photos and videos. So it would be a good idea to already kind of have a good idea of what photos and videos you're going to use, but you can always add more later. So I am just going to pop over here, add some photos, drag and drop them over here. It's 83 photos, so that's way more than what you're going to need. But, you know, it's fine to have a lot of different options, so that way you can just kind of play around with what you're wanting to change this over to. Okay, so once you're here, and where you'll always find your photos will be under project. There are stock photos. I just don't recommend using the stock photos because I want to see your own photos. So make sure that you are using the ones in the project screen. So now they've started to upload, thankfully. Okay, so you'll just drag and drop whatever image you're wanting to use here. And then you can obviously move it around. This isn't a great photo to use for this because it is in portrait and not in landscape. So it might be a good idea to use something that's in landscape, or you can scale it down to make the scale smaller and then just move it over if you want to, or maybe not move it over. At any rate, so there are some different options for what you can do and how you can move this around. Alright, other things that you can do, you can change the layout. So all different ways that you can set this up. It's up to you. You'll see there are also some like built-in animations and stuff too. Alright, so if you want to change the template, you don't like the color, you don't like the font, whatever, click design, and then you can just choose a different template and it will switch over to that template. The one thing that I will say about Animoto is that the videos move a little quickly for my taste, I think, so they do need to kind of be slowed down a little bit. So for this first slide, it being 2 seconds, that's not really a big deal because there's not a lot of information on it. But on some of your slides, you're going to have to specifically, talk about why you're in college and what you want to do with your future life. So what are your future goals? And so you'll need to add length to some of these because it's just it only takes 2 seconds to read. I'm from a little town in Maine, but likely you will have some more text on there than just these little blurbs because I do need more information. Or if you keep it with just little blurbs like this, you're probably going to need more than 10 slides. So to be able to give us all the information we need to really get to know you, you're going to need a little bit more text than this. Alright, so you can just change your photos over. So I live in New Orleans and I have a bunch of New Orleans photos, so I'm just going to pop some of those in there. And then you can move to the next photo. To add time, all you'll do is just make it longer. Right here, it's very simple. You also will need to add music to it, so you can just choose different types of genres that you might like. So if we chose like acoustic, it gives you lots of different options, and these ones up here especially are free. So we'll just choose pineapple mango. And it's 2 minutes and 54 seconds long, but you won't, if you're, so hopefully that'll be long enough for your slideshow. So do keep that in mind, like whatever music you add does need to be long enough. Your slides need to be around 3 minutes. So this one, 254, It's pretty close. Alright, then to export it, all you are going to do is click export. It will export it for you. Takes about 30 seconds. Okay, so now it is finalized. One thing that I did forget is that you will need to change the title of your video. So to go back to your video library, you click this little button right here. And so if I just go back to this and click right there, I can change it to, so that way it has an actual title on it, so when I click on it, it doesn't say untitled video. Alright, so to share it, you always click the little share button. Do not click download. Do not submit a video file to Moodle. I never accept video files or any type of large file in Moodle because that means I have to download it and it takes up a whole lot of time. So always click share, and then you need to click link. So you'll just click the link, copy it to clipboard, and then that's the link that you will submit to the forum in Moodle. Alright, I think that's it. It's really super easy. It's very intuitive. So I look forward to seeing all of your videos, regardless of whether you use Adobe Spark Video or you use Animoto.